2 weeks, 8 countries. That was the plan. 2 weeks, 4 countries. That was the reality. Turns out, van life has a way of humbling your itinerary, and we had absolutely zero clue what we were doing. We thought van life would be all sea views, freedom, and Instagram perfect moments. Reality hit pretty quickly. We ended up in a random parking lot. Around maybe 3 a.m, we both needed to pee, and so we went out to the toilet. As soon as we came back into the van, shut the door, we heard a man screaming outside. Honestly, to this day, we still don't know if it was at us or at the universe in general. Either way, not exactly #van life dream that we thought of. And that's when we realized van life is beautiful, and it's also messy, awkward, and occasionally terrifying. And this was only night 1. Along the way, we discovered a lot about van life, about each other, and about how you learn to appreciate the little things, like staying warm in the mountains at 2 a.m. This is the story of our first van trip through Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Montenegro, and Albania. What worked, what didn't, and all the little lessons we wish someone had told us before we set off. After our first night, we woke up with a mix of excitement and exhaustion. Van life felt magical in theory. Mornings by the sea, driving wherever we wanted, meals on a cliff with a view. In practice, we quickly realized there's a lot more to think about than just getting the shot. Lesson number 1. Bring shower sandals. Seriously, trust me. Lesson number 2. If you're coming in October, bring heat tech for sleeping. Mountains in Bosnia at night, freezing. We were bundling up in layers, heat tech, wool socks, triple blankets, the whole works. But drive a few hours to the Adriatic coast and suddenly it was 20 degrees Celsius. Sunshine, bare arms, cliffside coffees. Van life has a way of keeping you on your toes and your wardrobe.
Winter up here, summer down here.
Lesson 3. Tolls. They add up fast. 5 euros here, 30 euros there. Google Maps offers a no toll option. Scenic, slower, but way easier on the wallet. Campsites? Call ahead. Even in October, spots fill up. Family-run sites were our favorite. Cheaper, welcoming, and the owners generally cared if we were comfortable. Always carry cash. Some places are still living in the past. Card? Forget it. If you want to check in, buy some bread, or just get a coffee, cash is king. And one more tip, go to the toilet whenever you get the chance. You'll never know when you'll see one next, and always carry your own toilet paper. Some campsites won't. Even with these lessons, it was amazing. Every mistake, every minor panic was just part of learning how to live in a tiny home on wheels, and learning how we work together as a team. Van life has its challenges, but the freedom, the views, and the little victories along the way made it all worth it. After figuring out the basics, the next challenge was just getting around. Mountains, tiny roads, and GPS that sometimes seem to hate us. Pro tip, don't try to take a campervan through a city. Tight turns, stress, and a lot of honking. Instead, park outside and take local transport. Much calmer.
We just parked at the airport in Tirana, and it seems to be going smooth so far. Plan is to park at the airport and take the public bus or train or whatever they have here into the city.
And honestly, it's such a hack. If you want to explore a big city without stressing about parking or tight streets, this is the move. And if the tolls didn't stress us enough, the driving definitely did. In just 2 weeks, we saw 4 accidents, cars flipped upside down, a motorcyclist hit, and one crash where a toddler in the back was crying her eyes out. Every drive felt like a gamble between jaw-dropping views and actual danger. Crossing borders in the Balkans is an experience. Croatia to Bosnia? Smooth. Bosnia to Montenegro? Easy. But Albania to Montenegro? A solid hour in line, chaotic driving, and well, we even witnessed a tiny accident in front of us. Cars were pulling into the wrong lane, coming straight at us head on, like some kind of test of nerves. Add in people weaving between cars trying to sell things or ask for money, and the whole border felt like organized chaos. We were learning fast. The most memorable crossing? Montenegro back into Croatia. A patrol guard asked if we had food, and I thought he meant the van. Turns out he meant for the pigs, and our leftover risotto became dinner for an entire wild pig family. By now, we were starting to find our rhythm. Even chaos started to feel normal. And if you're enjoying this little van life adventure with us, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. It really helps me keep sharing these stories. Driving through these countries taught us patience, teamwork, and that some of the best stories come from the unexpected moments. From winding mountain roads to wild pigs and chaotic borderlines, the roads themselves became part of the adventure and lessons we'll never forget. Life on the road isn't just about driving. Campsites became a huge part of our trip, for better and sometimes for worse. Our favorites were the family-run ones, cheaper, friendlier, and the owners actually cared if we were comfortable. Every arrival felt a bit like being welcomed into someone's backyard, but not everything was a dream. Some places weren't exactly sparkling clean, a few had no toilet paper, and one even used salt water instead of fresh water. I wasn't a fan. And just a reminder, bring cash. Pretty much every campsite we stayed at only took cash. No card machine in sight. If you didn't have any euros or local currency, good luck showering. Even with the Quirks, we made it work. Cooking simple meals in the van, figuring out a rhythm, and laughing through the less glamorous parts. If you're enjoying this little peek into the reality of van life, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free and it makes dealing with saltwater showers feel slightly more worth it. But they gave us space to rest, recharge, and realize that van life isn't about perfection. It's about adapting and finding comfort in the middle of unpredictability. Looking back, our Balkans road trip wasn't just about the kilometers we drove or the campsites we stayed at. It was about learning quickly how to roll with the unexpected. From winding mountain roads and drivers coming at us head on to quiet nights by the sea, every day forced us out of our comfort zone. And yes, it was messy at times, frustrating and even stressful. But those little victories, finding the perfect camping spot, cooking a simple dinner, getting a smile from a stranger, those are what made it unforgettable. I'm grateful we took the risk, parking our van at the airport, diving headfirst into a region we barely knew. It wasn't always easy, but it made us braver travelers. In the end, van life in the Balkans wasn't perfect, but that's exactly what made it perfect. The unpredictable moments, those are the memories that stick. And if you want the full details of the van tour, I have a whole separate video on exactly that. Plus, you can find my van life vlogs on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!